son too. South Carolina with the guy Rick Chow, where he killed the young guy Cyrus Mack Belton.
Right.
This young kid, I believe, he stole the water out of the store, took off on foot. I believe this guy Rick Chow and his son chased behind him. Ultimately, ended up killing this kid for stealing the water or whatever he stole out of the store.
And the black people just people just acted out on that too, just crushed that man's store.
Yeah, but I'm saying that he got found not guilty for that. Kid running away. No weapon found on this kid at all. And he kills this kid. And he got found not guilty. Is there something wrong with this whole situation?
I'm not saying there's something wrong with it, because it's maybe that's why I say sometimes it's good to go with a jury, because you got different opinions and different thoughts.
Oh, okay, so he didn't steal the water. So that's what he's saying. He didn't steal the water. So this is what John Smith just said. He didn't steal the water. I gotta really look into it, but I know it's something about him taking something or whatever. He ran off.
I think they got into a little physical altercation, if they were scuffling in there or whatever, and then he started running away.
He shot him in the back though.
Yes, but that's what happened.
A fleeing individual.
And then I watched the store owner son testify. He didn't lie doing testimony and all that. He made him look bad. Like, was he running away? He was like, yeah, he was running away, and shot him in his back. Like, that's crazy. Like, and let me had did that with a license. See, it was just certain times, man, you got to have a certain complexions for certain connections, man, at certain times, man. And that's just a fact, man. I ain't a racist up here. I'm not sitting up here saying the white man or the Chinese man. I'm not saying none of that. But it is the elephant in the room, man. If you got the complexion for the connection and the right situation, you're just going to get by, man. You're just going to get by. You can't tell me that if I was a store owner, black, and a person came to my store and I say they're trying, and then they got evidence showing this man, regardless if I got a licensed gun or not, showing that this man is fleeing from me, and I shoot him in his back. You tell me, I don't think I would beat that kid.
But they said it was no scuffle or nothing. They just said he just.
So what made him run? You got to look into it. So what made the young man? If it wasn't no scuffle, no nothing, because I look at both sides. Why are you running if it wasn't? What you running because he said something to you? Okay, yo, what you doing?
They said he did have a gun. But he's still fleeing away with the gun. He shoot him in the back though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's it. Yeah.
Like that was my.
See, but it's different laws in different states of how they carrying it. In Pennsylvania, you can't shoot nobody in the back if they leaving away from you, even if you licensed or not. Different. Where did this happen at? Where did this take place at?
This was in Columbia. This happened in a convenience store in Columbia, South Carolina. So this kid, he was running away. African American kid was running away, fleeing from the store. The store owner chased him down, shot him in the back, and killed him. The kid wasn't wavering the gun, then turn around.
So he did have a gun on him, though.
That's what they're saying. He had a gun.
You don't know if the store owner might have seen it or whatever. But I know it was crazy. Like, he killed. Like, I don't think. It's just a bad joint, man.
Too.
Yeah, it's a bad joint, man. It's a bad joint. If they got evidence that this man was fleeing, see, then like I said, he went with a jury trial.
Well, they saying that the kid pointed the gun at the store owner's son.
While he's fleeing?
Before he fled the scene, he pointed the gun. So it says the case is not about a shoplifter. The case is about a father who sees a gun pointed at his son and had to make a decision. This is what the defense attorney said. This is what he told. This was a part of his closing statement. So saying the kid had a gun. He ran from the store and chased him down and he shot him. In Philly, though, you can't do, Philly is crazy. I've seen people that had gun licenses and they got into altercation with somebody and the person, had a weapon and was fleeing, running away. And they shot him. Somebody I know, I don't want to say his name, but he shot a guy fleeing with a weapon and he got charged for that.
Yeah, he got charged, but did he get found guilty?
He got found guilty, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, see.
He's home now. I think he did like 12 years or something for that.
He killed him?
Yeah.
Yeah, see. You got to have the complexion for the certain connections, man.
Yeah.
That's just it, man. It's just, man, I was watching something today, man. You could do any crime you want to do, man. Once you in jail, man, it's about whoever tell the best story. Because you got a lot of people that,
once you're going to trial.
Once you're in jail and you go to trial, it's whoever tells the best story now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you got people in there that might have been charged with one thing, but get the outlook. Whoever tells the best story, whoever paints the best picture in front of the judge or the jury, and they got you there, that's who's going to win your case ultimately. It's not even about proving innocence no more. It's about whoever painting the best picture, bro.
But they saying this too also. They said the prosecutors acknowledged that Carmack Belton had a semi-automatic weapon, but they said it fell on the ground during the chase, and he never threatened anyone with it.
Okay, well, yeah, you keep saying all this stuff. It's just a sad joint. All this we already, but yeah, it's a sad joint.
My thing is, it sounds like it's just crazy because if he didn't point the weapon at this guy and it fell on the ground, and you still shoot him, this is me looking at that's murder.
Yeah, you out of pocket. But what the hell is you sitting over there as murder? You see, he got off. He just got off in murder.
So in this case, do you think they'll retry him?
Who gonna retry him? He just beat it. There ain't no retrying. Once you go to jury trial and you announce, that's over with. Oh, it ain't no retrying. That's a done deal. That's in the books.
Oh, it's the jury trial, right?
Yeah, he's going home.
Yeah.
Yeah, and once you get, all that, mistrial, they could either throw it out or retry it.
But you saw the store that people that had destroyed that store. So
they crushed that joint.
Now this guy, Mr. Chow, whatever his name is,
he got insurance. He ain't worried about that.
Will he ever be able to open that store again?
Probably not. Mm-mm.
Would you go
He's
back
in the
down there and
middle.
work?
Huh?
That could be your livelihood. Would you go out there and try to open your store again?
No, I'm gonna get the money for my store because insurance, and I'm gonna go open up in a whole nother town. I'm gonna take, because I already know the format of how to run my business. You can open up this store anywhere. Me and my family, we out. We got the uproot. This is something big for him. Mr. Chow won't have backlash for the rest of his life where he at if he stays.
He might lose his life.
Yeah. Now the black people is mad. They're in grab the arms, release the hounds. We out here. You know what I'm saying?
Why is it too though? I'm not trying to say nothing wrong, but why is it that we stand up for ourselves or our people whenever another race kills us, but people a lot of times don't really go as hard? Like if it's two young guys killing each other, it's just like, oh, this is normal. We can just kill each other. It seems like that sometimes.
It's brainwashed, man. We brainwashed, man. We hear about. You see it all the time. Dudes in the neighborhood. We just gonna keep it funky, man. Dudes in the neighborhood killed another dude, and we had a homie. We got a homie, peace be upon my old age that got killed, but he killed a dude from a neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Due time, 21, 20-something years, come home. Everybody was all we brainwashed.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to someone else, another ethnic group killing us, and they beat it, everybody want to grab, like I said, grab the arms.
And they celebrating when it's us killing each other and somebody get off. My man beat that body.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. It all comes down to the way we think, man. It's all the way the outlook, man. You know what I'm saying?
I just think that we gotta have a different approach. We gotta have a different approach. This is like a contradiction, for us. We get upset whenever someone else kill us, but when we killing each other, we ain't really. It's just normal for us to kill each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't really agree with that, man. But there are some people that are standing up and saying, that it's wrong. Not saying everybody, but for me, it seems like the majority is like, yeah, they'll say free Tyrell, knowing he didn't kill 4 people. Free little Mike, knowing he was out here shooting everything up.
Like,
free the men, knowing that the men was out here shooting people and poisoning. It's just, you know what I'm saying? So we have to really like check ourselves, whatever, man. I think if everybody stood on one position that right is right, wrong is wrong, all the way around the board, we would probably be in a different space. But we don't really stand that way. So,
what's the name said something that was interesting right here?
Mm-hmm.
Millennium 07. They say, because a lot of people say he was scared. He was in the black neighborhood. He didn't know, because black people act like animals or whatever.
He
Mr.
said
Chow.
that?
No, they're just saying he was scared. So, but they're saying they shouldn't even have stores in black neighborhoods if they're afraid of the people.
But I ain't gonna lie. I know one person that owns a store, like a convenience store, that's African American. I know one. I think he owns 2. Noodles.
Mm-hmm.
Who else own a convenience, like a convenience store, like a store?
No, not a black person. No,
I know people own restaurants. Not but I'm talking about like a bodega, like something like where you can go get, you know what I mean?
Shout out to Noodles, man, having them convenience stores in the neighborhoods, man, for us to come cop our little personal hygiene, food, clothes. Get down there and see Noodles, man.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Noodles. Yeah, but we don't really own anything in our neighborhoods. I think we gotta if we implement more of that. It's like no way. Why we don't own the poppy stores? Why can't we educate ourselves to own poppy stores? Or I mean, not saying I'm just saying poppy stores because that's what we call them. But why can't we own a convenience store? Why aren't we on every store? Why are we giving all this money to the someone else and they're capitalizing on this and we're not? Why can't we just put stores in place? Why aren't we educated on that? I'm pretty sure it's people that can do it.
Mm-hmm.
But we should own these stores. That's how it was back in like the 60s and all that stuff, and 70s. And, we was, because, my grandfather and stuff like that, he had friends who owned things in the owned stores and stuff like that. And I saw some of that coming up, some stores that was owned by African Americans when we was kids. But now, you rarely see an African American owning like a bodega.
Mm-mm.
I don't know. We should be making cheesesteaks and hoagies and all that stuff too, man. It's good money. You can make some money over in the poppy store, man. Or I keep saying poppy store, but owning the convenience store, but why don't we do it? And they are everywhere.
Yes, he is. Everywhere.
You know what I mean? So, but what other news you got for us? What else happened, man?
Oh man, I got something.
Yeah, man. It just I think that while you look for that, I just want to really look into that, because sometimes we look other places, but sometimes it can be a gold mine right in front of you. And in our communities, we probably would dominate if as far as the customers, they probably would want to come to us. Them saying why probably want to come to us more. They want to come to another ethnic group or another race, as long as we got our stuff in order. But it's just that I don't know what it is. We got to have some more unity. Maybe I should do like a class to teach people how to open a, because I'm pretty sure it's like government funded where you can get grants. Because a lot of times people are opening these stores, but it got to be something that allows you to do this stuff. It got to be like something that we not understanding or learning. Why we don't own no gas stations? Why we don't own no Wawa type joints? Why don't we own that? It can't be that difficult. I'm gonna look into it and see. Maybe I can get a class to teach people about doing that.
Yeah, that'd be a good thing.
That might be good. So we can start opening.
I'm coming to that class too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I ain't even invite you.
Oh, well, that's cool too, though. I'd be outside. Telling somebody to let me know what's going on.
I'm gonna look into it and see. How people look into it and see, because it got to be something. It can't be. Got to be simple. Tell me that I'm not knocking nobody's intelligence, but telling people are that much smarter than us that we can't figure that out and open up something like that and get a credit card scanning machine, a food stamp scanning device, or get some lunch meat and some chips and have it. Stock the sodas and the milk and keep everything stocked and keep the store nice and clean. We can't do that.
I want to talk about something about like how you say that. I've been thinking about this the last couple of days, man. You know how they just let the 3 dudes that came home, man, that caught the homicides in 92 or some crazy stuff, or whenever they caught it, and they get in. A lot of times, like I said, they make the wrong conviction. And I came up across a man 2 days ago, man. You got a Texas man declared innocent 70 years after he was executed on death row. Do you hear what I'm saying? Texas man declared innocent 70 years after he was executed on death row. A young black man named Tommy Lee Walker was arrested for the rape and murder of a 31-year-old Venice Parker, a white woman. He was only 19 years old. The case unfolded during a time of intense racial tension when the hundreds of black men were being questioned simply because of the color of their skin. But there was one major problem. Walker had an alibi. While the crime was happening, he was reportedly at a hospital with his pregnant girlfriend as she gave birth to their son. Multiple witnesses backed up his story, yet investigators focused on him anyway. Authorities claimed he confessed, but decades later, a review found that confession was obtained through cohesion interrogation tactics. Investigators also uncovered unreliable testimony, misleading evidence, and racial bias that tainted the entire case. An all-white jury convicted him. In 1956, at just 21 years old, Tommy Lee Walker was executed in the electric chair while maintaining his innocence. For decades, his son, Edward Lee Smith, carried the pain of growing up without a father, knowing his mother never stopped insisting that Tommy was innocent. He spent years fighting to clear his father's name. Then, on January 21st, 2026, history changed. After extensive review by the Dallas County District Attorney's Office, the Innocent Project, the civil rights advocates, Dallas County officials officially declared that Tommy Lee Walker was innocent 70 years after the state took his life. His name was finally cleared. Finally cleared 70 years after he took his life.
I just want to start by saying something too. Before you speak, I want to commend you, man. You was really clear in those big words, man.
Oh yeah, for real?
Yeah, you did a good job, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man.
I'm over here like ready to start clapping, but I'm proud of you, man. But go ahead, what you gonna say?
But for real, like all jokes aside, like it's supposed to be some compensation behind that to the family members or anything, because he can't get it.
But money, let's not. They throw money like if they kill you, right? Nah, then again, the price gotta be like. Nah,
yeah, man, because I would if they killed you and came to me with I'm gonna be sad. But if they gave me 50 million, 10 million, I'm like, damn, man, counting that bag up, like, damn, Fico want me to do the right thing with this 10 million, man. I don't want you to have died in vain. I'm gonna take that motherfucker. I'm gonna have little morals in you, anything like my man Fico. You know what I mean? But that's why I say somebody got to get compensated. Like, that's not good enough. Just to say 70 years after you put me to my death, oh yeah, he ain't do that what we charged him with.
And then throw some money.
And then his son knows he got son. He probably got siblings. He probably got like that. That's not enough. Yeah, we got it wrong. Y'all killed him. This is this is a heavy takeaway. Like that's really, man. You sit back and really think about that. All you gonna give me is we come to the conclusion that we killed him by accident. He wasn't the one that did it. How can you get that back to me?
Can you imagine being killed knowing that you're innocent? Can you imagine? And then you got to spend so many years on death row.
Just knowing you going to die, knowing there is
I did not do this. You know what I mean? We got an interview coming out with God, Lamar Oglesby, man. He's an innocent guy that's in jail serving life. The interview will drop this Thursday. He's an innocent guy who's serving a life sentence. He's been falsely accused of murder. So we have an interview with him this week. It's going to drop this Thursday, man. But this goes on at Alarm and It's some guys there that's innocent, man. We ain't really do it.
Yeah.
You know? And it's crazy, man.
Real crazy.
But money, they throw money at it, and then they say, the family, sometimes it does help. Let's keep it real. 10 million to help a lot.
Boy, let you go out. I need a dub or better. I'm going to be sad a lot of days, but when I'm walking in that crib and jumping in that, you understand me? But my whole thing is to not squander this away, man. I'm in a better position, man. My man had to die for me. I'm going to be sad because I would give it all back to have you here. But if that's what you had to replace it with, which I wouldn't take that for that. If they told me, like, you want Feet to die, we get no.
Really?
But fuck no. Okay. No, I want some money, but no, I'm not. Fuck no. Super fuck no. Mm-hmm. But, if you did that, or me, and they gave you the money, you know what I mean? Like, and you compensate me, all right, I'm still it's going to be times, took me a little sip and whatever, and I'm be
Cried
thinking,
a little bit.
Yeah, a lot. That's why I said the sit, because that's going to make me think, ain't that much money in the world. Now I'm in my bag, time kicking my car out, the new Jag. I'm thinking about stuff, and I woke up in the morning and hangover, and I'm like, damn, look some of this big old bed, man. I ain't going to jeopardize. A man, you know what I mean? It's going to be that. I'm just being real with you, bro.
Yo, man. But yeah, like it's crazy, man. So a lot of times we don't really understand the importance of, of freedom, man. And it's crazy, man, when it is taken from you, especially if you ain't even do nothing wrong. It's people that's just dying that have died because they was falsely accused. And at that time, you said it was around the time where though we were going through our little beefs, with Caucasian America. It was like a lot of racism was going on. Mm-hmm. So if any, Caucasian person said that a black person did anything, you going to jail.
Straight to jail.
So it's probably better to stay in your house.
Yeah.
And they ain't had no cameras and all that stuff back then, just like your word against mine. Mm-hmm. And they're going to believe them over us every given Sunday. Excuse me. But yeah, man, it's just crazy out here. So, what else you got? Me got something else for me? And then when you look at prison back then,
Mm-hmm.
it ain't had no AC none. So in them hot summers, you in a cell sweating.
Mm-hmm.
The walls are sweating.
Mm-hmm. It was harsher time back then. A lot of rights have been given to convicts from that day up until now. A lot of things have changed as far as the rights for a convict.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It was next to you being a real live slave back then, incarcerated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just crazy, man. And being in jail back then, you probably wanted to kill yourself.
Yeah, I want to talk about this right here.